fourth stage of Erikson's psychosocial theory is known as industry versus inferiority. From ages 6 until about 12 years old, the elementary school age children who succeed in learning new productive life skills develop a sense of pride and competence, which is known as the industry part of this theory. And those who fail to develop these skills feel inadequate and unproductive, which is inferiority or feeling below someone. So in hindsight, this really just means that children start to compare themselves to other people. They really want to do well and they want to succeed and be the best they can be. But the sense of inferiority or being belittled by someone else is really prominent in this stage. And this is really when that self-confidence boosters are lacking, and there start to be negativity coming into the confidence of the child in this stage. And that's really shown through myself. This exact stage of my life between 6 and 12, there was a lot of things that started to become a lot more apparent in this stage. From the age of about 6, everything home-wise was very well and very nice and things like that. But as I grew older, 10, 11, and 12 years of age, a lot of things that I didn't realize started to come to an head. And this is really when my family, as I knew it, started to fall apart. My parents were avid partiers. My dad golfed. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, like I've said. And there was a lot of alcohol involved in my life, a lot of weekends, going to my parents' friend's house, staying till 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was almost routine-like. And this is when I started to notice the abuse that started in my home, and the yelling and the screaming and the pushing at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the belligerence that kind of consumed my household in the wee hours of the morning. So that kind of trickled into my school life, but I had a really good poker face. I went to school. I was still involved in cheerleading and golf and all of these great things, and I had friends that I loved. But there was a lot that kind of influenced my learning capabilities and productivity in my life and my skills, because I wanted to be the best. I always wanted to be the best, and that's because, when I came home, there was let me see your report card. There better be A's. If there's not A's, it's going to happen. I never knew, because I actually have never made a B in my life. Up until this point in college, I still have made all A's. And it's almost like a fixation of being inferior, because I don't want to feel inferior to anyone. I want to be the best. I want to feel the best, because there's a sense of, my self-confidence being so low about my image and who I look like and why I look the way I do and why am I overweight and why is my hair not blonde. Those things do make an issue or make a dent in the industry versus inferiority stage of Erikson's psychosocial theory. Without that sense of pride and that sense of competence, you will feel inferior. So I had to compensate physically with my mental. I wanted to mentally be the best. I wanted to be smarter than everyone else. I wanted to know things that people did not know, to make up for the look and the self-confidence issue that started to arise at this age, because I had always been overweight. I'd always been bigger than everyone else. All of my friends were in little bitty sizes, and I was already in a junior size at this age. So it's really hard to understand that was influencing my ability to be at the top. And at that age, I didn't understand that really. I just knew that I wanted to be the best, but something was holding me back, and it was myself. And the feel of inadequacy is surely there in myself. I'd always, because I wanted to be the best and because my family pushed me so hard to be the best, there was a lot of unproductivity and a lot of, I don't want to do this anymore, because why feel the bottom? Why feel like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole if I really wasn't? But it's because my family had set me up to feel this type of inferiority if I wasn't at the best, because my dad always said, if you're not first, you're last. And I know that's a Ricky Bobby comment, but that's the way my life had been lived in golf and cheerleading and in Quest and the Key Club and student government. Everything I did was to be the best. And the inferiority and feeling bottomless almost, it really shows now. Especially in my adulthood, I can see the feelings of being inferior, or making that be, because the anxiety that I feel about school in general is overwhelming. And it's simply going back to this fourth stage in Erikson's theory of feeling inferior to everyone else because I want to be the best, because I want myself to do the best that I can possibly do. And when I feel like I don't reach that, all hell breaks loose. And I can see that now in this specific stage on where I was set up to fail almost in this particular aspect of my life.